Something I've been thinking about here. What is our standard of performance? Relentlessly seek improvement. We have to improve. It is great to win, but we have to take this to a whole nother level. And all of us have to relentlessly seek that.
It's a new season, new year, new us, new team.
And for Williams, he's got him! That's Joey Mitchell. Ball is out, recovered by the Bull. And Chase defends it off, it's intercepted! Touchdown, Chargers!
Welcome to Chargers HQ, powered by Toyota. Game day is in less than 24 hours, and for the Los Angeles Chargers, it's their home opener, and it's an AFC West clash against the Kansas City Chiefs. But we'll get to more on that game and SoFi Stadium later on in the show. Now, 2020 is a season unlike any other, and this year, we're covering it from all angles. From off-the-field stories to the fans who are watching from afar, our new documentary series, Recharged, will tell the stories of the journey behind this once-in-a-lifetime season.
Well, let's head back out to Indy, where our guy Peter Schrager is joined by head coach Schrags.
We're here with Anthony Lynn, head coach of the Los Angeles Chargers. Anthony, thanks for joining Good Morning Football.
Thanks for having me.
I feel like it's an annual tradition. You come on the show and we look forward to next season. But before we do that, we got to go back to last year.
I got to be honest with you, man. It's hard to watch the Super Bowl if you're not in it. Anytime you have success,
End zone, wide open, the ball comes out.
failure can be right around the corner.
Just was not to be in 2019.
It was important that we learned from our mistakes. And this team, I think right now, we know exactly what we have to do to improve and get better.
Tom Telesco said it himself, the general manager. You know, it's a new era of Chargers football, and that is very evident by pretty much every single facet of this football team. It's going to be an entirely new brand of football. They're going to be playing in a new stadium. They're going to be playing in new uniforms.
Sick, sleek.
It's the dopest uniforms I've seen in a long time.
The list of things that are new and fresh about this franchise is very long.
Chris Harris is going to sign with the Los Angeles Chargers.
I love some of the things they did defensively. Linval Joseph, a big body in the middle of that defense. And in the first round, they land their heir apparent to Phillip Rivers.
The formula for winning isn't going to change. The question is, will it all come together and lead to success on the field?
Harris, I feel like it's been a hell of a camp. I love the energy in this camp. I love the competition that was back and forth.
With the coronavirus, there will be an impact on the sports world.
The amount of work that they're putting into these response protocols is just extraordinary.
It's a hell of a camp also because you guys, the discipline with the protocols, and we made it through camp with not one person being infected, knock on wood. Basically, you have two opponents this year. You have your schedule and you have COVID. There's chaos, and we're going to have to welcome chaos this year. Camp is officially over. Nice to work with you, baby.
This has been a long summer. You know, we see Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd. How did you personally react to those murders of those unarmed black people?
Someday, SoFi Stadium will become what it was always meant to be. Someday. But not this day. Because on this day, SoFi Stadium represented something far more profound.
We just had a team meeting in the locker room right now, and we're not going to scrimmage today.
Empowerment, frustration.
We can't continue to live like this.
Grief, growth.
We want real change for our people.
Raw and unfiltered emotion. It was the meeting place for an unequivocal demand for change.
What you're seeing is you're seeing an extreme buildup of frustration.
I think it bears questioning. What do you do tomorrow?
I look forward to the time when we have white people in these seats up here talking about social justice and wanting the same change and fighting for the same things that we're fighting for.
Anthony Lynn relates to these players on a number of levels. He was a player in this league as a running back, and so players relate to him as somebody who's been there and won a Super Bowl in the NFL as a player. And they relate to him as a black man in America.
This segment of Chargers HQ was brought to you by Toyota. Coming up, Recharged continues to give us more of an inside look at the Bolts. Week 1 carried a whole new meaning in 2020, so here's a behind-the-scenes look at the first week of this unprecedented season.
Got everybody, Mark?
Yeah, we're good, Coach.
Can everybody hear me fine? Yep, somebody just beeped in again, probably Keenan.
We got Keenan in here. We're good.
Oh, I see you taking up for him, Seth. I see you.
All right, Coach, you should be good.
Okay, fellas, I've talked to some of you already. We're going to be traveling here in 2 days. I mean, we got here a lot quicker than what we thought, okay? But in 2 days, we'll be going to Cincinnati. Now, I need you to listen to me real good right now, okay? And I'm not going to tell you something that you haven't already heard. There's an old saying, people don't need to be told, they need to be reminded, okay? So I'm going to remind you of something I think is really important. This is not about Cincinnati. This is about the LA Chargers. If we can get in the right mindset starting today, we'll see that play out on Sunday, fellas.
Your teammates trust your technique, trust your training. Week 1, hey, play with no doubt, man, and no fear. Let's go out there and have a good day, man. Execute. Chargers on 3. 1, 2, 3, start.
This was the powerful scene as Lift Every Voice and Sing, known as the Black National Anthem, was played in the stadium prior to the game as both teams linked arms along their end zones.
Let's go, baby. Play like champions. Play like champions.
Oh, I can't wait. Are you going to speak on these uniforms we're looking at
They
here?
are fantastic.
Let's get it, yo.
And we are underway.
Ooh, he's drilled on the play.
Yes, sir.
They tackled
yes, sir.
both
Hey,
Burrow
wait.
and Mixon.
Good job. Way to get him down. Good job. Yes, sir. Hey, that was a beautiful move. Good job, bro.
Shotgun snap to Burrow. And he is wrapped. Oh, that's a lateral. Joey Bosa broke that play up.
Guess who?
What do you eat, big dog?
I want to see the Chargers be a little bit aggressive here on first down.
Let's go. Let's get something going. Let's get something going. Yeah, they have now.
Snap. Play action, rolling to his right, looking for Keenan Allen. Easy completion, right sideline. First down yardage and then some.
Here comes Bosa. Here comes the quarterback, Burrow. Looking for a block, and he got it up in the front by Hopkins into the end zone. Touchdown! Called his own number and streaks for 23 for a touchdown for Cincinnati.
There we go. Let's go, D.
Taylor outside. And Allen has it. One of the top receivers over the last 3 years in the NFL. Taylor to the air. He's got his receiver, Allen, and he dives.
His first field goal attempt of the season is Mike Badgley. And it's good. Puts the Chargers on the board. 24 yards from Mike Badgley, but they trail the Bengals with the Chargers right now. They are being led by their defense, and Burrow under duress, and he's able to flip it away.
Good job, Chinna. Yes, sir.
Who actually got
yes, sir.
Third down and 11. They get by hard. Here comes Bosa. Down he goes.
Oh, yes,
for
sir.
third time. That's
yes,
Joey
sir.
Bosa.
Great swipe. Good job.
In the second down and 7, it goes off the mix and fumbled the ball. He never fumbles.
Oh, yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah, Denzel. Yeah, Denzel. Yeah, Denzel.
The 46 of Cincinnati. Taylor going deep and looking for Williams. He's got him.
Oh, yeah, good catch, boy. I'm on your ass now. You wouldn't know. JK, you know what time it is. Yes, sir. You know what time it is. Let's go, boys. You get that rock now. Hey, this is where you get paid at, O-line. This is where we get paid. That's what we get paid at, O-line. Let's go.
3rd down 1. Kelly in the backfield. Here's the call. There was a great block up front from St. Louis, and he's off to the races, the rookie.
Yeah, 2-7. Let it run that boy. Let's go. Talking about.
Likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. A handoff to Josh Kelly, and look at that cow. He just upended Jermaine Pratt. The left hash takes the handoff, spins away from a tackler, keeps the play alive on his feet inside the 5.
Yeah, JK.
And the rookie ends up getting a 1st and goal.
Kelly is in. Pistol formation. 2nd and goal at the 5. Guyton in motion. Oh, there's a block by Allen and a touchdown run by Joshua Kelly. The rookie takes it in from 5 yards away. Ends Bernard in 1st and 10. No timeouts. From the 23. He's being chased. He flips it off. It's intercepted.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I told his ass he gonna get that one-hand pin with that
That is
speed
an
on.
impressive play. That's a one-handed grab, by the way.
Hey, what I told you? What I told you, though?
Burrow fires, and he's got his receiver Boyd on a cross. Big throw by the rookie quarterback. No timeouts. Clock is ticking away.
The number one thing you need to do is get a field goal and try and extend this game into overtime.
Exactly. Here they are after coming back. It's a 31-yard field goal try by Bullock to tie it. Oh, he missed!
He pushed it wide right. The Chargers are going to win on a missed field goal.
Better hold that ground. Yeah. Yeah.
Boy, did they get it in an odd fashion.
Wowzers.
16-13 the final. The Chargers are 1-0 in 2020.
In this league, okay, you lose more games than you win. Okay, the difference in that game, we got the 2 turnovers and we didn't turn the damn ball over. 3 claps. And we didn't win that game the way I wanted to win that game. We went on the road in these circumstances and we got a W. Right now, last time I checked, we 1-0. Yes, but when you can win under these circumstances and we have so much to improve on, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. But we got a lot of work to do, fellas. A lot of work to do.
This segment of Chargers HQ was brought to you by Pacific Premier Bank. When we return, Chargers radio analyst Daniel Jeremiah takes a look back at the Bolts' win over the Bengals and then previews the AFC West divisional match between the Chargers and defending Super Bowl champ Kansas City Chiefs in this week's Film Room. The Bolts are 1-0 and look to keep it rolling this week, so here's Daniel Jeremiah and Chris Hayre taking a look at what to expect in Sunday's game against the Chiefs.
Motion man Guyton hands to Kelly. Kelly cuts inside. Touchdown, Chargers.
The Chargers found themselves another back.
All right, let's go back in the film room with Daniel Jeremiah. And DJ, a 4th-round running back from UCLA, a big reason why the Chargers are 1-0.
Yeah, Joshua Kelly, I mean, what a first game. No preseason games, no joint practices, just throw him right in there in the mix. And let's first start off by highlighting his vision on this inside run play you're going to see here. Keep an eye on the 3 technique, the defensive tackle. That's DJ Reader. He's going to get a little bit of a push here, and he's going to get his head on the outside. Once he gets on the outside right there, he's got leverage. That's going to be tough for him to push that to the outside. He sees it and immediately cuts it back inside and does a nice job of hitting the hole. Keep an eye on Sam Tevye, the left tackle here. Look at the job, the effort he does to get this linebacker. And then watch Josh Kelly, as we like to say in scouting, pick your feet up through the trash. That's exactly what he does before he gets to the safety, Jesse Bates, and ends up getting a huge chunk play in the ground game.
All right, DJ, let's flip it over to the Chiefs. The Chargers getting the full LSU experience to start the 2020 season. Joe Burrow, week 1, Clyde Edwards-Helaire in week 2, your NFL leading rusher through a week.
Yeah, and he was outstanding in his first game against the Houston Texans. But I'll tell you what, it was a perfect marriage between a player and a scheme that they have there in Kansas City. And the impact you have when you have guys like Tyreek Hill on the field and you have Patrick Mahomes' arm, it's going to make for some great opportunities for a young running back. I want to show you the first play here, Chris. This is going to be a handoff inside. Now I'm going to let this play for a second and freeze it right here. This is where Clyde Edwards-Helaire has the ball in his stomach. Patrick Mahomes has handed the ball off. Now we can highlight these 2 safeties. Look where they are depth-wise right now. The ball's been handed off. It's a run play. And watch where these safeties are going as they're concerned about the speed of the Kansas City Chiefs. One of them's all the way off the screen. The other one's inside the 20-yard line. So Clyde Edwards-Helaire running it. He's not going to be facing many heavy fronts because of this pass game. You're playing against 9 defenders on that one. But when we flip it around and show you the end zone, this is one of the things that I love about him. He's 5'7", so he can be a little bit tough to see. Where is he right now?
Yeah.
If you're a linebacker, you're not going to be able to see him in the hole. He's got the unblocked defender here who is 55, the big linebacker, McKinney. He's going to make him miss, lunge and miss, step through some tackles, and then off he goes. So he's got tremendous balance, that contact balance that we talk about, and he's not having to run into heavy fronts because of all the speed they have on the outside, Chris.
Well, DJ, I'm looking at Rayshon Jenkins, Desmond King, Nasir Adderley. What are they going to have to do on Sunday to really keep your eye on the speed, but also account for a very explosive running back?
Yeah, well, one of the things you got to do is you got to have good keys, and then you also have to bring your legs on contact and bring your feet on contact. So let me show you what this looks like from the end zone of this next play. You see Clyde Edwards-Helaire here. He's going to read the linebacker. Keep an eye on 41. Once he sees him go inside right here, once he sees him go inside, that's his read. He knows he's not going to follow the fullback. He's going to get it out to the edge. And then when you have 2 guys trying to tackle him, but you don't have your feet, he's going to step right through that every time. He's too strong. His center of gravity is so low. If you don't bring your feet on contact as a defender, you're not going to get him on the ground.
I was following your tweets during this game on Thursday. One of the things you mentioned is they didn't even use Edwards-Helaire in the passing game in this game, and that's where he made his money at LSU.
Yeah, that's coming. I mean, they didn't have to do it, but you're going to see it. I would imagine we'll see some of it this week because he's so good running those little angle routes, get him the swing routes. He can make people miss. And I want to show you another example of his ability to make people miss. This is a 6-man box as it ends up being. You can kind of see it. Let me show you from the wide here. You can see it right here. This is going to be, if you count them up, it's 6-man box when you count the linebacker counting for Kelsey there. So you've got a 6-man box. You've got 5 blockers. So that, doing the math on that, Chris, tells you you're going to have 1 man left for Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And this is where the tackling is going to be huge for the Chargers in this game, because in these one-on-one opportunities, you're going to see it right here. This is a one-on-one battle between an unblocked inside linebacker and Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Now, our teaching point we just mentioned, you better bring your feet. Look what happens when you don't bring your feet here. You lunge, it's over. You have got to bring your feet on contact. Lunge, miss tackle, he makes the safety miss, and the next thing you know, he's in the end zone. So there's going to be those opportunities, and not just with Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with their skill players of the Kansas City Chiefs. Covering them is big, but tackling, I would make it an argument, is even more important in this game. You've got to get these guys on the ground.
One huge matchup, a pair of first-rounders, Kenneth Murray versus Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah, we're going to see that. We're going to see that a bunch in this ball game. And as you mentioned, it's not just going to be in the hole on plays like we just saw. It's going to be covering him out of the backfield, because you better believe they're going to try and get him involved in the passing game this week.
SoFi Stadium has been years in the making, but on Sunday, it officially becomes home for the Los Angeles Chargers. Although fans aren't allowed in quite yet, the experience at SoFi Stadium will be second to none of any other venue in the world, and we hope to see you there soon. Thanks for watching. Good night.
You know, it's going to be the nicest stadium in the world.
I can't even imagine what that stadium's going to look like.
My early memory of football is the Chargers. I can go all the way back, and I can't think of anything else besides the Chargers when I think of football.
We have the Charger flag outside the house on game day.
You look forward to seeing those friends, to hanging out.
Just seeing the powder blues and the lights and the action.
Home opener. Football's back and we're ready.
Game day is always a family reunion.
It has become far more than just going to see a game.
Into the end zone, Charger fans are witnesses to history.
That was it. I became a Charger fan since then, and I haven't looked back.
Rolls to the right, throws to the end zone, caught. Yeah, it's good.
It's indescribable, to bring that many groups of people together. Yeah, it's a special thing. This is home.
And I'm so connected with these people.
I have a huge smile on my face right now.
We're here for you guys.
Don't worry, we're gonna have our family reunion soon.